All right, so do we have everyone on the bridge?
Hi.
Okay, so drum roll, we have decisions. So anybody wants to play the drum roll? All right, so first of all, the judges were unanimous in saying that everyone really did tremendous job in putting together this presentations and demos. I mean, it was really impressive. Each and every one was a very impressive demo and a concept, and nothing but great words on all the effort which you guys spent. And we've been all very busy, and I was explaining to the judges that we've been like really busy, and then at the same time doing this is a lot of commitment from you guys, so really appreciate that. It showed up. And Cats, Rashmi and Lai, if you want to say something just before we start announcing, you know.
I just wanted to say this is one of the best hackathons that I've actually judged several hackathons. The quality of the these entries that came in, I'm blown away by it. So you know, congratulations to all. It was really tough to figure out. You know, this was very close. So
yeah.
Thank you, Rashmi.
I would say that, you know, you guys are phenomenal. I mean, the all apps, not only for the business value, but a bunch of social value for these days. Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah.
Thanks, Cats.
Yes, same here. No, I'm very impressed by the dedication that you guys have done, you know, during weekends and off hours just to finish this demo for us. I'm very impressed, but I want to see more. So I want to see you guys doing a quarterly hackathon, and you know, so that I'll be willing to spend my weekends and Sunday with you guys. Definitely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's a big compliment coming from Lai. That's a big compliment coming from Lai, especially, you know, she's, you know, been involved in so many of these events and organized it and all that, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you guys are great.
Thank you, Lai.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to award the third place award. And by the way, this was very close. So, you know, I would say the placement is like very, you know, kind of like close to each other. So, but we have to have an order of award. So the third place award goes to Corona.
Okay.
So a round of applause to the team, Corona.
Yay.
And then the second place goes to drum rolls again, and it will be helpful for me to like put the whole spreadsheet in front of me so I don't say somebody else's name.
Come to the Oscars.
Team Exotic.
Oh! And COVID.
You guys can come to this side. Come.
COVID.
Come on. Here's a small baby from my side. They've been watching a little bit too, so.
Wow.
And the first prize goes to, drum roll,
COVID 365.
COVID 365. All right, guys.
Great job, team.
All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And I do want to thank, I want to especially thank, you know, we had some people from marketing from India join us, and I want to just call them out because they pretty much like spent the whole night with us. So they got in at 3 a.m. their time, and right now it's 6:30 in the morning for them, 6:45 almost.
Wow.
So that's Sudhir. A round of applause for him. And Harish Pal. And we have we had, who else is there from your team? Sudhir, I cannot see everyone's screen.
There's also a Matt.
Amit as well, Amit Chauhan, right? And Neeraj Niranjan. So thank you guys for joining and supporting this. I know they will be posting on the website, the web pages. I hope you guys are staying safe in India as well, and everyone else from, you know, our local community here, you know, thank you for joining again. Anybody who wants to say something, you know, like I would say, let's start with the winners first, right? Chris, Zach, any of you guys want to say a couple of words?
Yeah, so just real quickly, I mean, again, the team worked so well together. We met every single day for sometimes multiple hours, and we put in a lot of work. So I just want to thank the team for putting in this awesome effort. And I think what we came up with is right? So thank you all.
Well, you know, Chris, after this call, we need to talk because we need that tool to be used in our company.
Oh, that's coming.
A lot of people might not like the fact that you made it.
We can talk.
All
Good
right.
job, team. Thank you all.
Great work. So how are you guys going to spend your $5,000?
Can't go on vacation right now.
Like a team vacation. The team vacation, huh?
Yeah.
Exotic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Second team was Team Exotic. Anybody who wants to be the spokesperson for that team?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say, you know, thank you, Yasker, for coming up with that idea. I remember when I first got the email, I was talking to Chris, and I was actually really blown away by the idea. I feel like my team and I, we put in a lot of work, and I felt closer to some members there that I haven't talked to before in the past. So I thought that was a really good experience, not only from my team, but all the other teams as well, I'm sure.
Great, great. How do you guys plan to use your money? Las Vegas, gambling?
I don't have any plans for myself.
Maybe buy masks
Oh,
Buy
yes.
mask.
Buy masks.
if
Yes.
they're available.
Yeah. All right. Team Corona, you guys want to say a couple of words?
So we liked, you know, just Chris's stuff was actually COVID C65 was, I think, well deserved. It has all three technology suites being used, so that was good. But you know, Team Exotic, we had to drop Ryan out of our team because we could only have true developers. So dang it, we missed on that opportunity. Otherwise, that would be.
Yes. Yeah, that is true actually, because they came with Ryan in their team as well, and they had Yang Dong too. I mean, like they had 4 developers, and I said like, no, you can't. You have to keep 2. So.
Well, I recommend Ryan to Maureen's team, you know. So.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
but I mean,
they could only keep 2. So, but anyway.
But
go
but
ahead.
in future,
Build the integration.
you know, we should build onto this and actually make this public available to the community members so they can use it. So maybe what Ryan has, the team Exotic has built, we can integrate that into the dashboard, and that way we can make that available to public. And the other thing I wanted to mention, another idea we had, it was Khurshid's idea, was the employee productivity tracker. And finally, we had to drop that because we could not do 2 dashboards and work full time. We had to drop that idea, but I think Chris did a good job and team did a good job with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things is that there were a couple of very good ideas. Like obviously, your COVID-19 dashboard is very relevant right now, and it's important that we grow it. And then the other one was like the school the meal system. It's a very important thing. It's a issue right now for the communities where a lot of students depend on the meals from the school. So I'm hoping we can as a volunteer thing, we can build a little bit more on this for the school meal thing, which can be really used, and then the dashboard as well. So I mean, there's a lot of social values. The judges were also saying there's a lot of social values from this type of thing. Even the sharing of the task from the neighbor. It's very important to reduce the distance. So there's all these ideas were like really good. So if you guys want to keep working a little bit and improving it, it's always a opportunity for us to take it to the next hackathon. Remember, there's a next one coming as well soon.
Well, I think we should make it available to the public, but I don't know if if you that's your decision if you want to keep it like with revenue or just like that available.
Yep.
Actually, one way to spend your prize money would be, I guess, 365 and exotic. You could actually, Mahesh, you could build Quarantini and let them buy things on your app so they can contribute revenue to you.
Yeah.
So let's. I mean, you can promote Quarantini just by giving your prize money towards it, and just get on there and buy whatever you can buy.
So one question I had for the winning team: how are you guys tracking the standing up, like the post body movement?
So we actually there's an accelerometer on a Raspberry Pi. So that's something Levi can talk a little more about it, but that's how when he shook it and if a person was shaking with it or anything, that would show up.
Okay.
Same as your Fitbit. Fitbit has an accelerometer looking for the movement. So same thing as what we have integrated into our hardware.
Okay. Cool.
If somebody from team LM, HM, and team Quarantinis want to say something, quickly as well.
Zach.
Oh, I'm nominated. I got screaming babies, so I'll make it quick. Yeah, no, I think everybody had great ideas, and this was super fun. And I agree that, I think next time maybe we'll bring some developers on, got to do something to place, But we had a good time coming up with the idea. And I think the part that we approached it as, which is going in with a business level idea of technology and being able to build an application or a solution like that using our tool, is what we really wanted to provide value-wise. And so I think we did that. So I'm proud of our team and the time we put in. We definitely put in a lot of hours and thought into it, and I appreciate everybody, hearing our presentation. I think we had a good time overall.
Well, Zach, one of the things, as a company we've been looking at is like, we have this great tool, right, which can help for companies to automate their simple business processes, which they might be doing manually through email and spreadsheet. And what you guys demonstrated is so right on. Because there's schools which are managing right now the order taking and the distribution of these meals. I mean, this is a real thing. So, I mean, if we can just volunteer that in place of volunteering our time, can we volunteer this thing as a process for a school to, come in and improve for themselves? I think there's a value there, right? So I agree on that point,
Yeah, and that was the most fun part, I guess, was being able to do all that without, literally a single line of code. So I think, again, like I said, that was the part I think our team, we're proud of what we put together for them.
For my point, your app is a second prize.
Thank you, Katz. Yeah. Well, now maybe we don't have extra work to do, so it's maybe there's a silver lining to not top 3. So anyway,
If
I've got
we,
my Miller Lite.
the
that I'll drink
LMHM
in.
team needs introduction to Plano ISD, I can help you out.
Yeah.
I can arrange a meeting where you guys can demo this.
Right, and I think as a company, if this happens, as a company, we'll spend some time. We will not do that weekends and night thing. If we have to do, we'll contribute some developer time to build an application for a school, as a voluntary hours. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is amazing that the point that you guys mentioned, you did it without writing a line of code, and that's really apt for letting the schools administrators be actually given access to the tool so they can actually use it. So because it's a great tool to have, the platform you guys have.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. I felt every project is very exciting and very impressive. And more important, I felt every project is highly potential will affect our actions in future in some moment maybe. So those the knowledge and the insights are quite important. By the way, I lived in Plano also, so yeah, I think the food for Plano for school kids are very important.
And Yasser, just a big congratulations to you and kudos on this idea, because what you've just done is you've shown the potential of what these guys are building to them in terms of how their work enables society. I think sometimes that's something that's a gap that most CEOs are not able to show the employees, the day in and day out what you guys work on. How does that relate to a value you create for people as an end user? And I think this idea of yours is amazing. Instead of giving a platform to students, I think having your own employees build things, it just, now they can see the value of things they build and why they build that.
Thank you, Rashmi. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you.
Very good.
Mahesh, you want to say something as well?
Sure.
Mahesh, Tamar, whoever from your team.
Yeah. So what I'm really proud of is is my team itself. So we had an unusual set of events. So all of our team members pretty much were completely booked, like morning and evening. They were working overtime, late hours. So on Thursday, we were making a decision whether we need to actually pull out of the competition, right? And then finally we decided, let's see what we can do in 2 days. So the whole thing we actually pulled together in 2 days. So I'm really impressed by all the work that the team has done. So
that's a true hackathon timescale.
Yeah.
This is impressive. That is really impressive. It's good job for you, everybody.
Today was a long day.
I was just telling the judges the same thing, that these guys are extremely busy from a point of view of technology, especially in this team, and I mean, everyone is busy, but this was great. Thank you, guys.
So we pretty much our first meeting was actually on Thursday to decide whether we'll go forward or not. On Friday we had another call.
Mahesh, don't highlight that. That's a project management failure. Okay. I'm just joking.
So Yasser, so does that mean, since we did not have a weekend, so can we call sick tomorrow loud?
No, I mean, hey, you guys didn't have a weekend this weekend, but next weekend you definitely have a weekend. Okay? All right, guys. Judges, anybody wants to say something? Any more cats, live, parting words, anything?
Before we leave, I want to say great thank you to Vivek and his IT team for supporting the technology that, powering the AI engine. And also great thanks to Yendong and Hema for being consultant to all the teams. Hema get on our team call and help me figure out some algorithm problems. And Yendong get on a personal call with me, help me fix some mathematic problems on my algorithm. Great thanks to all of them.
Well, very well. Thank you so much for mentioning them. Hema, Yangdong, thank you for being the coaches for all the teams and helping them through it, so. All right, guys.
Once again, I'm looking forward to the next hackathon.
Me too.
All right. Well,
All right.
So all the teams who participated, like obviously the first 3 teams got some awards. The other 2 teams are going to get a, spring special surprise, So we will not leave anyone behind, like they say. All right.
No child left behind.
Thank you, guys. Thank you again. It was great.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Appreciate
Bye.
it.
Thank you.